Okay.
Okay, we're rolling.
Oh, alright. I hope you cut that part out. Anyways, so, I used to have the Spanish teacher, and his name was Mr. Lima, and he was from Argentina. And one day he came to class and he looked very, very sad. And he told us this story. He said, "Guys, today is a very bad day. My goat died." And we were like, "What?" And he was like, "Yes, this morning when I looked out the window, my goat had the chain wrapped around her neck and she could not breathe and she died." And we were like, "Whoa." And I said, "Are you telling me that your goat committed suicide?" And he was like, "No, listen. Chevrolet was a very special goat." And we were like, "You named your goat Chevrolet?" But he didn't listen to me, and he continued his story. And so he said, "Okay, about 4 or 5 years ago, I went out and I got like 6 or 7 goats. And I put them in my truck, and we tied their hands and arms together so we could get them in the truck. And then we went to the farm, and we put them in this little pen. But the next morning when I woke up and looked out the window, they were outside of the pen. And they were all staring at me with their eyes. And they were like, 'Bah!' And he looked exactly like a goat, and sounded exactly like a goat when he did this. And it was very funny. So, then, he was like, I got so mad, but I put them all back in the pen. Over the next like 7 or 8 days, they got out like 8 or 9 times. So I finally got so mad, I just couldn't deal with it. So I went to Walmart, and I bought a gun, and I shot them all." We were like, "Lima, you freak, that's sick." But he didn't listen to us again, and he still went on with the story. So, he was like, "About 2 or 3 months later, I look out the window." I didn't look out the window, but don't worry about that part. So, about 2 or 3 months later, I went to the barn, and there's something shivering in the corner. And I was like, "What is that?" And I walk over there, and it's a Chevrolet, and her hands and legs are still tied together, and she has nothing to eat for 3 months. So we untied her, and then we chained her to a tire. And we kept her as a pet from then on. That's the end of the story.
And then today she died.
Yeah.
What about Lima the drug dealer?
Yeah, what about the drug dealer, Lima?
Okay, alright. Tell me when you're rolling.
No, I'm going. Just keep going.
Oh, you're still going?
Yeah.
Alright. So, another day, we were all working on a project. We were talking about this stuff that Lima had brought before, and it was called mate. And he said everyone in Argentina drinks it. And it's like this coffee stuff, but you brush it, and then suck the juices through a straw. It's very strange. And we were like, that's really weird. And we also were thinking about, like, he had some weird habits, because he had like 3 houses. He had a house here, he had a house in like New York, and he had a house in Argentina, and we thought that was weird. And he never stayed in one place for more than a year. We also thought that was weird. So I started thinking about it. And I also thought about the way he always talked really bad about his ex-wife. And I thought maybe he killed her. And then I started thinking some more, and I realized there was only one solution. Lima is an international drug dealer. And the mate is the new crack. So, if you see him, report him to the police, because he's an evil man.
Lima, is that spelled like lima,
Yes,
as in
it's
lima
spelled
bean?
Lima.
Do you call him Lima Bean?
We actually did. We actually did. Quite often. Oh, I have another story.
Okay,
right.
What's your other story, Hamilton?
Alright, so one day we were all sitting in class and we were laughing because he had a really bad Argentina accent.
Argentinian.
So we thought that was pretty funny. Alright, so one guy in the class was like, "Hey Lima, we need to teach you to talk country because you're in Alabama now. So, say shrimp and beans."
Can't I go down this way?
And Lima, yes you can. And Lima looked at him and he said, "Shrimp and beans?" We all thought that was very funny.
Are you kidding me? That's your story?
No, that's a true story. All of them are true stories.
Well, that doesn't mean that it's funny.
What?
A lot of them are true stories.
You didn't think that was funny?
Majority of my
No.
stories are true, and all
Then
of
you
them
can just
are-
cut that part out.
Bye.
Okay. Lima Bean!
Let me see myself.
Well,
Okay.
Kelly, it's still rolling.